Tutta La Vida. 3 fillies have won the race, and all in the last 8 years. Ramble On and Ravello are the last 2. So Ramble On, the roughie, has been led in, and Ravello now to the outside gate is the last to move in. For the Melbourne Shandon Group 1 Spring Champion Stakes, the light is on. Our last Group 1 of the year, and they're off and racing. Tom Kitten jumped nicely off barrier 1. Gambari and the 4 going forward. Kintyre, glad you think so. They're all moving forward, and Port Lockroy moves into a prominent role. Raff Attack's not a pace factor at the moment, but now he's got the bridle and going forward, and Ravello's going with him as well. So it's Gambari in front. Now Raff Attack moves up on the outside, and Bayless will go all the way to the front. Raff Attack charges to the front now. 15 Love Early, led by 2 on Gambare. Ravello goes to third, followed by Kintyre pulling now. Glad You Think So is wound up 3 wide and has to go forward. And Tom Kitten parks midfield in advance of Port Lockroy. Then came the filly Tutta La Vida down on the rails from Long Jeans. A length and a half Cap Ferrar and a gap back to Madatsu. And the roughie Ramble On's last of all. So it's Raff Attack. He worked a lead out by a length and a half. Glad You Think So worked to a clear second. Then Gambare and Kintyre deeper out on the outside of Ravello. 2 lengths away to Tom Kitten, travelling strongly on the rails in advance of Port Lockroy. Further back then to Long Jeans from Tutta La Vida. Cap Ferrar between runners. 2 off to Madatsu, and Ramble On sees them all inside the 800 metres, and Raff Attack leads the way by a length to Glad You Think So. Gambare's at a cheap run on the fence. Kintyre deeper out, followed by Ravello. Then came Tom Kitten, who's gradually improving his position on the rails. Port Lockroy's come off the bridle. Then Cap Ferrar and Tutta La Vida. The fillies right behind the favourite, although Hieronymus is coming well off the fence now on Tom, peeling forward as they straighten. Raff Attack with a bit of a kick. The stablemate Gambare giving chase. Tom Kitten rounding them up. So's Port Lockroy on the outside, and Tutta La Vida running on. Tom Kitten got to the front. 200 metres to run, and Tom's going strongly. Look at Tom go. 2, 3, 4 in front. Cap Ferrar down the outside into second, but that's the best of Tom Kitten today. A much-deserved Group 1 victory. Tom Kitten won the Spring Champion in a cakewalk from Cap Ferrar and Gambare. Then came Tutta La Vida, a gap to Port Lockroy from Raff Attack. Further back to Ramble On, Kintyre, Ravello, Glad You Think So, and Madatsu last in. Second last, Long Jeans has finished tailed off. Tom Kitten's won the Group 1 Spring Champion Stakes, and not only has he won, he's destroyed his rivals. Having a cheap run on the fence today, and Hieronymus not risking any pockets, pulling the favourite to the extreme outside with clear running, and in the twinkling of an eye at the furlong, he just rounded them up and put the race to bed in the time of 2:1.28, 35.72 the last 600 metres. Short price favourite, justifying the quote, Adam Hieronymus teaming up with James Cummings to win the last Group 1 of the year. Cap Ferrar finishing best of the rest in second. The winner paying $2.50 and $1.40, $3.60 Cap Ferrar. Gambare, a return of $3.80. Tutta La Vida winding up in the 4th position. Interim placings 2, 8, 3 and 12. And how easy there for the favourite. The colt by Harry Angel at a transfers, his 4th win from 10 starts. There's been a lot of bad luck along the way, but he showed his class in a big way here in the Group 1. Margins to follow after the Spring Champion. 3 3/4 the official margin.